Hello friends, welcome back to CCSP Certified channel. Today I'm going to start the lecture 3 of topic 5, important laws and standard, and today's topic is major legal systems. So if you are new to my channel, I would like to inform that I have already covered over 60% syllabus. We have 4 important topics. First one was identity access management, second was encryption and uses of encryption in cryptography in securing cloud. Third was cloud characteristics. Fourth was legals and compliance risk in the cloud. Topic 5, which is more related to the laws and standards. And in CCSP, they don't expect you to be expert in the law field, but at least you should have a common understanding of the international laws related to the privacy and securities, especially US and UK laws. So I have already covered GDPR in the lecture 2 and SOC reports in lecture 1. I need to cover US laws, but before this, we good to have an understanding of the major legal systems and some important topics before we start the US laws. So before I jump to the topic of the day, I quickly cover my focus in this video series. So I started this video series a year before post I clear my CCSP exam, and my focus is to cover high probability exam topics in this video series. Also, I would like to explain the difficult exam concept because soundness of concept is very important to clear any of the IC square exam, especially CCSP. Also, I cover questions from various sources, and one important source is feedback of my candidates because I conduct batches also. So memory based questions I collect from them and I incorporate this in video series. Also CCSP official question banks and simple question bank I refer to add questions in this video series. Also, as time is limited, it is for working professional. I like to the point discussion in this video series. I try to use my vast IT knowledge of 14 years and CCSP learnings and other cloud certifications knowledge to make things simpler and easy to you. My goal is to help you get further faster in your CCSP exam certification. So there is one batch I'm going to start next batch, that is a weekday batch from 15th November. I quickly covered that. Many candidates ask me whether the YouTube study is sufficient. Yes, it is free and sufficient, but if you want to have a comprehensive study, you may join any regular batches of mine or anyone, or you can purchase the self-paced classroom recordings also. This is my ninth batch I'm starting and I have 100% success ratio so far. You can refer the LinkedIn feedback of my candidates. I will share the LinkedIn link also in this video description. So next page I'm starting from 15th November. It may go till 20th December, approx 25 classes of each class 1.5 hour, close to 1.5 hour. It is a 4 days a week, mainly from Thursday to Friday, but may change it based on the consent in the classes. And also in case you miss the class, I can share the recordings also. So if you are interested to join the next page, you can write me at the ccsp-certified at the gmail.com or WhatsApp me at this number +91 837 008 1064. In case you are watching the recording apart from these dates, you can write me directly to know about the latest page or for the self-paced classroom recordings. Also, I just quickly cover the peace of mind activity, that is promotional activity by IC Square. Also, just want to remind that IC Square has renamed it. It is now IC2. They have rebranded their pages also, their logos also, and everything. So don't get confused. It is IC2 now, and there is a buy one get one offer, you can say, or in case you purchase offer before 30th of September, you may write first attempt by 31st October. In case you don't get qualified, you still have a free second attempt by December 15. So this offer is till the October 31st. Next month again some new offer will come under the same category, peace of mind. So I will share the link of the peace of mind also. You can check the different time they give the different offers. The actual fees is 599, but they charge 199 for the peace of mind sometime, or sometime it is free. So whenever it is free, you must avail this buy one get one offer or the peace of mind offer by IC Square. Now we quickly jump to the topic of the day. So today we'll cover the major legal systems, some common laws, and the civil and administrative laws in this video. So the major legal systems, we should know at least the bigger overview of the these laws, though not much questions being asked in the exam from this, uh, but it's still good to know to understand the US and others laws. Also, there are some industry standards, privacy laws, and intellectual property laws where more questions will come. I will cover them in the next lecture. So, in this lecture, I will cover the major legal systems. So, there are currently 5 major legal systems. First one is a common law, which contains criminal laws, tort, and administrative or regulatory laws. Second is civil or court laws. Third is customary laws. Fourth is religious laws. And fifth is mixed or hybrid laws. So I will cover mainly first and two, which is important for exam perspectives. The customary law, which is mainly a custom based, like the Hindu Marriage Act is a customary law, and the Tin Talaq or others are the customary law based on the customs. Religious laws are based on the religions, like Shariat laws are based on the religion. Hybrid laws are a mix of any of these two laws. After five, any of the two laws are being used, then it's a hybrid or mixed law. Now we come to the common laws and the civil laws in this video. Again, as I mentioned, important topics for exams are industry standards, privacy laws, and intellectual property laws. Couple of questions being asked from these topics that I will cover in the subsequent lectures. So, common law, it is developed by Britishers, still used in many colonial uh, countries, especially US, Australia, New Zealand, and these laws are some is unwritten body of laws based on some previous judicial interpretations or precedents based. So there are some precedents or there are some judgment happened in past based on this. These laws are being implemented, and for unusual cases where the result cannot be decided on the basis of current laws or written laws, common laws guide the decision making process. So when the laws are not clear what to take the actions, then what was being action taken previously being used to refer and take the action in these scenarios. This is how the common laws works. And there are three branches of these laws: criminal laws, tort laws, and administrative or regulatory laws. So tort law will not discuss in detail because they are mainly liable to the financial penalties, and it can be part of the criminal laws, administrative laws, civil laws also. So whenever the financial penalties are implemented, this is the tort laws. The criminal law, which is important for exam perspectives. So criminal laws involves all legal matters whether the government is in conflict with any person, groups, or organizations that violate statutes. So here always one party is government, and government is in conflict with either person, groups, or organizations. So under criminal laws, punishment can include monetary fines, imprisonment, or even death sentence also. So enforcement of the criminal law is called the prosecutions. Only the government can conduct the law enforcement activities and the prosecutions here. Here the evidence should be beyond a reasonable doubt. Means if evidence are being presented, there should not be a doubt whether a person has committed a crime or not. Then only if the evidence are beyond a reasonable doubt, then only person is being considered as a criminal. Otherwise, they are left free. So there are examples like murder, robbery, thefts, where all these criminal laws are applicable in those scenarios. The civil laws. In the civil laws, it is a private citizens and their dispute, and it deals with the personal and the community-based laws like marriage, divorce, or some SLAs, contracts signed between the companies, property disputes. So, as opposed to the criminal laws, the parties involved in the civil laws matters are strictly private and like groups, individual organizations. So there is a one important difference between civil and criminal laws, and that is being asked again and again in the exam. In the civil laws, we have seen that in criminal laws, the beyond a reasonable doubt is the evidence being collected should be collected beyond a reasonable doubt. But in case of civil laws, the preponderance of the evidence is being taken care. It means that evidence, one who has a powerful evidence wins. Like one who is 50%, 51% responsible should pay the penalties. So both the parties show the evidence, but the evidence or the parties able to prove that other parties are more responsible or more uh, problematic who has violated the laws should pay the penalties. The civil laws are more preponderance of the evidence concept, where the criminal laws are the beyond a reasonable doubt. So if you see comparison quickly, the criminal laws and injury to the public, where it is private injury, but it is being prosecuted by the government. It is by plaintiff sues by defendant. And if you see the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt in this case, here is the preponderance of the evidence, and penalties can include the loss of the liberties, financial penalties like this. Mainly it is a monetary losses here in the civil laws. It does not have a death sentence in the civil laws. The last one in this one is the administrative or regulatory laws. There are many laws which are not being by legislation, which is not being created by the legislations. They are being by the executive bodies or decision bodies like SEBI, IRDA, insurance companies and others companies. They are governed under the IRDAs, mutual funds and stock markets under SEBI. So they can create their own laws, and these own laws should be followed by all the parties involved in those or under those governance bodies. So even the many federal agencies can create, monitor and enforce their own administrative laws. These agencies have their own lawmaking department, law enforcement personnel, courts, judges that belong exclusively to these specific agencies. So here India also we have seen that SEBI, RDI or RERA, and we will cover few important legislation or administrative laws in this video series, especially the GDPR we already have covered, HIPAA, then PIPEDA, G GLBA, SOX, FISMA, all this will cover in detail in this video series. So this is what we have for today. Next lecture will have more on the intellectual properties, privacy laws, industry standards. So we'll cover what type of questions can come from this topic now. So first one, what type of laws does not require an act of government to implement, but rather is enacted by executive branches in form of regulations, policies, and procedures? We have just seen this. These are the administrative laws. This being governed by the different bodies rather than government. In which court must the defendant be determined to have enacted in certain fashion according to preponderance of the evidence. We have seen this. Beyond a reasonable doubt and the preponderance of the evidence. These are the two categories. First one is for criminal, second one is for civil. So here the civil is the answer, civil court. Same is developing procedures for forensic investigations conducted by his organizations and would like to differentiate based upon the evidentiary standard commonly used for each type of investigation. What type of forensic investigation typically has the highest evidentiary standards? We have seen this. The highest evidentiary standards in the criminal laws, where we have to collect the evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. Which general body of law covers data breach violation in cloud environment at federal agency? Very important question for CCSP. So in federal in the US, if it is a data breach there, which agency or which body of the laws governs? It is a criminal law. So US, any data breach happens or violations happen, it's a criminal categories laws. It can have monetary penalties or can be jail, and others penalties can be given in this case. The last one, a breach caused by lack of security management resulted in the civil lawsuit. The organization must communicate with the entity that is responsible for performing adequate oversight. Who should be contacted? In this case, there is a civil lawsuit being filed. The organization who should contact, who is responsible? Is it the board of director? Is it a cloud customer? Is it a high level government agency or IT department? So it's always board of directors are committed and they are responsible. They can bypass their duties, but they cannot bypass their responsibilities. Any legal or civil case happens, it is always a board of directors. Members should be contacted because they are responsible against the laws. So thank you. That's for today. Hope you have liked my content. If you interested, you can write me for at the ccsp-certified@gmail.com or WhatsApp me at the +91 837 008 1064 for more detail. Thank you for watching this video. Like my channel, subscribe my channel. Thank you.